play a game.
It's that time again. Hello there. What's up with my voice? What's going on with my voice? I don't have anything to drink either. All right, I'll deal with that in a moment. Well, actually I do because I've got my tea, but I don't have my bottle of water. That's okay. Now, for some strange reason, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which kind of means after the last stream, I might have kept going. Maybe. Because there seems to be locomotives everywhere. There's one here in the shed. We've got the passenger carriages here in the shed, which I'm guessing were for repair. And if we have a look at our little locomotive roster, we've got number one's here. Number two's, he's out in the forest with a second log load all ready to go. Okay. What else we got? Number three. You're at, you're at Alarka. And the yard's opened up. And the train, I assume, is ready to go back to East Whittier. It is. I must have hung around until the yard opened up. And then we've got number 4. You're at Bryson. All right. I guess we should start making some stuff happen then, huh? I guess we should. All right. Let's have a look at what we've got going on here. We've got a whole lot of stuff that wants to go to the interchange. All right. We'll assume there's nothing else in the yard because why would there be? And if we select number 4, what kind of condition are we in? Looks like we're ready to roll. How about water? Oh, yeah, we'll make it. She'll be good, mate. She'll be right. So hello to Michael and Wesley. I see there's a few other people. I am streaming out to both traditional and to the vertical today using YouTube's new feature. I don't know how that will go. I need to move the chat, don't I? Let's put the chat over here. There we go. So you will be on screen again today. I don't know how long I'll keep doing this. It's been a bit of an experiment to see if the community behave themselves, and so far it's gone quite well. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's send number 4 on its way. So we're going to want to send. Well, actually, we can cheat because we have to do this anyway. You see, because we have to go down here. So if we go to here. We've got to bring that train down here anyway. What have we got? Looks like we've had another interchange run at some point. So what we might have to do... I think we can assume that that will be out of the way. So we'll send number 4 here, won't we? That seem fair? That seems fair. We'll just send it here. Boop. And we'll make sure this is out of the way before it gets here. We've got a little while. And we've got a passenger train sitting in there. And we've got one up at Alarka, but I think we had someone out in the forest. Here we go. So what condition are you in? What are you? You're number 2. The itty bitty transportation system. I'd claim it was an accident that it ended up being tits, but you know. My theory of male aging mentally is that you stop aging the first time that you see tits that aren't your mother's. So I'm fixed at about the age of 14, which makes a lot of sense, really. All right, let's head here because that train needs to be here. So number 2, boop, that'll do nicely. Actually, number 2 probably wants to go right up to the end here, thinking about it. So let's just do another one of those. Hopefully it'll be smart enough to come in here backwards. That should be good. Hello, Melbourne train guy. How are you? Lurking in the background. Very good. You're absolutely welcome to do that, of course. Now, number 3. You're up here at Alarka. And you've got a whole lot of stuff that also needs to come to the interchange. And it looks like you're all hooked up, ready to go. You've got water and coal. I think you've got enough to make it. We have got Alarka open all the way behind us. We will pop down and have a look at that at some point. All right, let's add to the pressure. Let's send you here. Because, you know, what's pressure? And all we've got to do is yank everything out of there. So we're not going to run a passenger train for a little while, clearly. So the passenger train can stay where it is for the moment because we need numero uno to get some work done. So let's clear the big line first. Let's just get onto the front of that because we're going to want to split that up. So we'll take, oh, look at that. There's one for the interchange sitting in the middle there. That's interesting. I wonder why that's there. Anyway, we can get rid of the map. It's taking up too much of the screen. I figured out the other day why I actually like Railroader. It's because it's a giant puzzle, and I like puzzles. That's what it is. Every time you play, it's a giant puzzle. You have to work out how you're going to get everything to happen. We've got an enormous delivery for Robinson's Gap up at Alarka there. Huge. I'm not even sure that'll fit in there. Not sure if any of my existing locomotives can get it there in one go too, so that could be interesting. And we've got a bunch of stuff for Bryson. So this is clearly the second, excuse my hiccups, interchange for the day. And what about over here? We've got a bunch of stuff here to go to the interchange, so we've got to clear all that out. Up around the corner, what have we got just while that loco's moving so we don't get bored? Keep your feet moving, as they say. Only boring people say that, though. Oh, yes, that's right. I made a mod. We've now got two sidings here because, you know, can. That's a good thing, isn't it? It means they all fit at tier 5. Otherwise, you have to shuffle them around. I started having to keep cars over here for there. Oh, looks like we've got a lot of stuff needs moving around the interchange. Anyway, that's fine. We will deal with everything that we need to deal with. So first up, let's split this train. And I think we might change this. We'll take this interchange carriage as well, just for the moment. Well, that went well. Left me bloody cock in the breeze again. Right, there we go. Angle cocks are closed. Now, we'll chuck that one, I think, down there. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? I think that'd be a good idea. Why have we got so many handbrakes on? Bloody enthusiastic shunters. They're right shunts, they are. Total shunts. All right. Let's put this lot down here, including the one for the interchange, even though it clearly doesn't belong here. Why does that look like I don't have air through? Probably because I don't. Probably because I forgot. Probably because I'm a nong. A nong. To say that very carefully, a nong. Not the English word that's very close to nong. It means something completely different. Just a nong. Right. Okay. Let's put that there. That'll block the foul. No problem. And we can watch you do that. Why not? Let's get rid of these annoying labels. Will it do something smart? That's the question. Wesley says Richie is driving HSTs on Train Sim World. Ah, okay. That explains why my audience is so small today. We've got Richie, and we've got Tintin, and we've got Hentus all streaming at the same time, and we do basically share an audience. That's perfectly okay. That's what happens in summer. Because, you know, the pommies are awake longer in summer, so they tend to stream. Because it's Saturday night for them. And of course, instead of going out and enjoying themselves, as is traditional on a Saturday night, they are, of course, like me, nerds. So they stay at home and live stream instead. Because they're nerds. But that's okay. It's good to be a nerd. I hear a train coming. Behind me. That'll be fine. This one will get out of the way. If you ever get hassled about being a nerd, you should remind them that nerds earn most of the money in the world. MTG says it's an HST farewell event. I did know about that, yes. The last of them, I think, goes this week, yes. Well, not quite the last of them, because New South Wales Transport still run XPTs, which are essentially HSTs with a different engine in them. And they were built here, not in the UK. That's their other difference. It's interesting that it changed that switch. Ah, that's because you need it. Okay. So what do we got going on up here? No, you're pushing back in, so you didn't really need to change that switch. Now, we will have to check that one when it stops, because last time I actually had to push it back until it actually touched the buffers. So we'll check that when it stops. That engine will get freed up, and we'll either give it a load to head northwards. That looks all right, doesn't it? Is it? Needs to be clear of those points there. So it needs to go a little bit further, in fact. It's going to be fouling some points, but that's okay. We'll put it here. That'll be fine. That way it'll clearly foul the points and I won't forget. That does limit my ability to get other stuff out of that yard, though. That's okay. We'll work around that. That's fine. I think we'll keep number 1 shunting around here for a little while, and we'll send number 2 off with the big drag. So that'll be fine. But what we are going to do is split this up. So let's just put a handbrake on there. And let's get you onto the Bryson train and start putting that together. And then let's pop over and have a look at number 2. Number 2. Hello, number 2. Are you all in? Yes, you are. Okay, lovely. You did go all the way in this time by yourself. Last time it balked at the balk. It didn't want to go there. Now, if you've got full column water, near enough. You'll be fine. So let's get number 2 onto the big drag. And I'll just be curious how heavy the big drag actually is. Because I'd love to run that as a mixed passenger, but I've got to be careful that it can actually get up the hill. Because if it can't, what I'll do is I'll run number 1 as the mixed passenger with the Bryson gear. Let's get, that's got a handbrake on. Let's get rid of it because he's going to be in the way. But that's fine. Melbourne train guy said XPT represent, even if it's a New South Welsh train. Do you know the last thing I equate people from New South Wales with is the Welsh? The Welsh are totally relaxed. Nothing phases them. New South Wales people, on the other hand, a little busy. All right, so we can push you into these. Let's go back to number 1. Boop. Number 2 is heading in. So I'll be curious how heavy this is. Because I have a faint suspicion the Bryson train's probably the heavier of the two, even though the Alarka train's bigger. Because the Alarka train's empty. Frostfire, hello to you. I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself? We are doing some railroader. Clonk. Now, number 2, what have you got? 499 tons, including the stuff for Bryson. So that's fine. Let's knock the stuff for Bryson off. Let's just make sure, yep, that's Bryson. So we will knock that stuff off there, and we will go and get the passenger cars with this train. So we're going to shunt that into the shed. Is that a good idea? Sure. What could go wrong? Oh, it's got a handbrake on. That's fine. We'll deal with that. Only one, though. All right, you whip that out of there. Just whip it out, number 2. Number 2 is one of the original engines, I think, or is it a C25? I can't remember. I think it's the original engine. So we're sending our second smallest to do the biggest job. Yeah. The full line is now open, of course. We are all the way to Alarka. I have not yet configured the industries or the mines at Alarka. We will do that during this stream. I did check. None of them are set up. I was slightly surprised when I started the game. I was like, it's in the middle of the day. That's okay. Yep. That's fine. Alrighty, so we need to yank that stuff out of there, essentially. That didn't work because I was too far away. Let's do that again. Right. And let's come and collect these carriages here. But for the moment, all we're going to do, switch back to number 1, is we are going to move them and put them there. So we've got a carriage in the middle with its handbrake on. Of course we do. That one. Because all we're going to do is shift that stuff around and just get it out of the way for the moment, because then we're going to deal with the sawmill traffic. Yes, I think that was a good decision, looking at how slowly this is pulling away. So just these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 340 tons. So I think I made the right decision in sending the mining traffic with that. Now, what are you guys doing? You guys are doing an opposing move. You're not going to run into each other, are you? Or something stupid like that. How about we put a flare in here so you can't go anywhere, you little weasel. You can have enough room to do what you need to do. You might. You actually might. Even with a flare there. Will you? Yes, you will. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's get rid of the flare now. Boop. And we'll have to go into the shed, through everything else, to hook these up. So we're going to run a mixed train to Alarka. Be interesting to see if we can get up the hill. Do we have any handbrakes on the last one? Okay. This one. All right, so if we go into passenger mode here and select everywhere, you can see we do have Alarka Junction Station and Cochrane Station. I haven't decided how to service them yet, so let's not for the moment. We shall deal with that later. There's a floating pole. You do end up with floating things in here because I have some mods that change the ground level that put this track in. So we do get a bit of stuff like that. Now, you, sir, you need to go away. And you need to go all the way up the hill, but you can't at the moment because there's stuff coming. So what we'll do is we will send you just as far as Whittier for the moment. So we'll send you here. Actually, we can send you all the way around there. Boop. And we will gently encourage a correct lay of the points. Now it is laid correctly, but what I want to do is I'm going to plonk a flare up there just in case. All right, good. Yeah, you look like you're handling that load without too much drama, and you've got 510 tons on the hook. That will be absolutely fine. We've got number 4 coming in with its load. The other one's probably, oh no, it's already past Bryson. So it's come through Bryson and it's heading for Governor's Island. So it won't be too long before that one's on our path as well. So what we'll do is we'll pass number 4 there, and that'll take us round to Whittier. So that'll be fine. That will all work fine. What could go wrong? Everything. All right, let's get back onto you, because you should have put your train together by now. You have. Lovely. And the first thing we need to do is get these carriages just out of the way. Looks like we have no handbrakes on those ones. That's interesting. All we want to do, we'll just get them into the 3rd track here. We'll just get them into this track. That'll be fine. So this is numero uno. And we want to put your train there for the moment. We'll see which way you do that, whether you push towards the zone we don't own or whether you pull back. You're pushing. Okay, lovely. If you don't know, when you don't own the track to silver, so you haven't bought this, interestingly, you can actually go there should you choose to. You can go for a cruise if you want. There's nothing stopping you from heading down there. You just don't get any jobs down there because you don't own anything, because our railway ends here at East Whittier. Similarly, you can go past Alarka Junction up past Brooks, but you get stopped by the trestle bridge that's not there. So you can cruise along should you wish. Should you wish. And I think that there might actually be some industries up here these days. But we're not going to do that because we're making a small railroad. Lord Vectron, hello. Welcome along. Welcome along indeed. We are, of course, playing Railroader, the steam-powered puzzling game. Now, once that one gets its car into there, my next grand plan, what do you need to do? You need to come out, okay? And everything here needs to come out as well. So that'll be number one's next job, is put that train together and get it out of there. We're going to have an awful lot of stuff coming into the interchange. And you're just pulling through here. You'll be having your passengers stop in just a moment. Because, of course, you've got a passenger train on the end there. Was that building there before? Have we had a release? I always worry when we've had a release because I have mods and they do weird things when you have releases. I don't remember that building being there. Anyway, that's fine. Let's just pop around the corner. Let's just see what's happening here. Because I want to know what he's going to do. So we can extinguish this. We'll just watch what he does. Because if he's going to go... No, he's going to try and go down that track. So we have to change this. No. All right. That is number 3? Number 4. That's number 4. So number 4, we're going to have to give you a new waypoint. So we'll give you a stop. And we'll give you a new waypoint because the game still is not good at passing. So we will just give you a new waypoint, which is here. Because once this one gets moving and it finishes its passenger stop, which will be just a little while, we can, it'll take off around the corner. That's how we'll know it's ready. We can get the next one in because the next one, I reckon, is up at Governor's Island by now. Yeah, it is. So I don't know if we'll make it to Ella before it comes. So what I should probably do, let's transport ourselves to Ella because we don't want to delay our passengers. So we'll transport ourselves up here, and it doesn't really matter which line that takes. So I'm going to plonk flares down on both. Now, what do these want to do? So you're staying there, you're staying there. Very good. Yeah, very good. Okay. I probably haven't installed it. I do have a mod for Ella. I probably haven't put it in there yet, though. That's fine. So how are you travelling? You're chunking along fine. How's your coal and water? You're fine. You'll make it. No problem whatsoever. As you travel along. So that way we can pass the passenger train. And it looks like he's ready. Alright, so has the other one cleared? Come on, trees, get it away. No, the other one has not yet cleared, so we have to wait. We have to wait. Where is the other one? Oh, there it is. So I don't know which track the other one's going to come into at Ella, so what I'll do is I'll set for number 2, I will set for it to come here. I'm just trying to avoid unnecessary conflict. Victron saying hello to people. Other people saying hello back. Very nice to see. That's what you call community. Right, now you're done. So let's get a handy on there. Excuse my hiccups, folks. My apologies. At least my ear infection's starting to clear up. Why don't we deal with that first? Because we're going to have to get onto that anyway and get it out of there, so we may as well. So, number one, let's get onto there. Pretty sure it said it wanted to go to witchy change. It did. We used all of our repair parts. So we'll just bring that one out and we'll shove it here somewhere. Can we push it through the shed? No, because it's on the dead end track. That's handy. There's probably a mod that fixes that, but no. All right, we're going to know in a moment which track that one goes into. It looks like it's going to take the main line. All right. Very good, Nick. Okay, let's jump over here then. And it has indeed taken the main line, which means we can set the number 2. We can change your waypoint to be here, and you will go into the correct track. And we'll leave him sitting at his flare so we can extinguish this one so number 2 doesn't get stuck. And that'll be fine. Number 2 climbing up into Ella. Still accelerating. That's a good sign because this is an uphill grade. So that means it's probably going to cope with the hill to Alarka, although we may have to abandon our passenger carriages at some point and do the mine delivery and come back and get them. That'll be fine. They won't mind. Will they? No, they'll be fine. So number 3 is pulling up in here. It's going to block the road. Perfect. Good work, railway. Good work. And number 4, you're sitting down here at your waypoint. So we can, in fact, get you going because you don't need to sit there. Let's just get you moving. And let's get you around the corner and far away. We'll take you all the way back down here to the original waypoint we set. We'll bring you to the very bottom of the interchange down here. So I'll plonk you there, and that should have all of your cars in the interchange. That will be good. And in the meantime, you're at your waypoint because we need to couple you. Oh, come on, let me in there. Let's get rid of its handbrake. And look, for the moment, I think what we'll do, we'll just plonk that car here for the moment. This is number 1. How's my bank balance? $10,000. What's another locomotive? More than $10,000. I think we were settling on the consolidations. Actually, we can almost afford another consolidation because we are actually going to need more locomotives. We don't need bigger ones, we just need more of them. This is going to be a small railway. David Smith UK, hello to you. Wesley says Richie fell down, he was heading to Edinburgh. Not quite sure what that means. David Smith says, good to see a train again. I've fallen down an aeroplane rabbit hole since Flight Sim came out in PS5. How well does it work on PS5? Because it's pretty demanding on PC, so I'm curious how well it runs on PS5. It does have a different concept of the world to many other games. In Railroader, for example, there is only one tree. That's how they cope with having such a broad world in Unity. Let's just spin that around because you're going to just sit there. And we will deal with you as needs permit later on. All right. We are going to have another locomotive here very, very shortly. So I think what we'll do first is let's come and get these. And we'll mount the sawmill train. We will have to service this bloke, of course, because he's almost out of water. Which is not that surprising. He's just brought a very big load down from Alarka. Which is on the Great Western Express. That's good. Wesley says, Richie can't out-shenanigan me, though, even falling down a hole in Edinburgh Gardens. Yep. David says, it's a lot of fun, runs very well. I've been flying in and out of tight mountainous Swiss airstrips for a week. Fantastic. I've never really been into Flight Sim. Back in the days when it was very primitive graphics, I did actually play it. And I crashed planes rather a lot. Because, you know, I'm okay with trains. Trains don't just mysteriously fall out of the air unless your name's Sam. Whereas planes can just mysteriously fall out of the air. And I have a faint suspicion that if I got back into it, I would lose oh so many hours. So many hours. Because, of course, you know, you do flights. If you fly from Australia to anywhere, that's like 15 hours. I think, what's the shortest? New Guinea, which is about 4. New Zealand's about 4. Japan's 10. Indonesia's 9. So, you know, you've got a fair whack of time up your sleeve just to leave the country. Vectron says, I need to learn how to navigate in Flight Sim. The flying I get, it's just nav that you struggled with. Yeah, it's hard to follow a road when you're just crossing the sea. And that's the thing that worries me, because I have flown a bit in my life. I used to have a job that had me roving around the world quite a lot. I left that job for a lot of really good reasons. But flying's just not that interesting, to be honest. Not when you're a passenger. And if you're in a modern aircraft, let's just make sure you are actually in. You are. Lovely. If you want to know what I mean by making sure you're in, if you're new to railroad and you haven't seen it before, there are what are basically landing zones. So because these have all gone transparent, I know they fit in the thing, and that light coloured area is the landing zone that you can put stuff in. All right, let's get number 4 up to the servicing point so we can get some coal and water in the little girl, because she's thirsty and hungry. Thirsty being the more important thing. So people who watch me, who have for a while, will know that I'm a real-life steam locomotive fireman. And the one thing you must never, ever, ever run out of is water. Steam, while is a big part of your job to produce enough steam to run the train, is actually of secondary importance. Because if you run out of water and you get low in your boiler, putting it really simply on a steam engine, there's only one thing that happens. You die. It will go bang. That would be unpleasant. David says, I used to fly in real life. I got my PPL at 17, but life took over and haven't done anything for years. It's nice to play around. Yeah, cool. Vectron says, I've considered getting some basic flight sim gear and learning it, but I have a habit of getting bored and the purchase would have been a waste. That is always a challenging question, isn't it, around purchasing for game gear. So I've got that thing, the TSCX controller. I have a rail driver. I have a wheel and gear stick and pedals. And the wheels and gear stick and pedals, because I have to get them out and set them up, I don't use that as much as I probably should. So am I getting value for money with those? I'm not sure. It's fun when I do get them out. Because I do like the truck games. And we've got buses coming to ATS, and I assume at some point ETS. There's a UK DLC coming for Fernbus as well, which may actually come out before the end of the year, possibly. Yeah, they're not joined up, are they? I was wondering why the trade was so short. It's because they're not actually joined up. That's okay. That's fine. So there's going to be a lot more bus content coming out. So CTS is fine. But because it's not actually real places, it's not as interesting as if it were places that you've been to and that you recognize. All right, so let's clonk that onto this one. Get that underway as well. Clonk. And in the meantime, I think we've arrived at the servicing facility we have, and we are just in the right spot to put coal in it, so we'll do that first. And we'll do water afterwards. So let's just plonk you into Manuel mode. And we've got number 2 sitting still. Why are you sitting still? Because I haven't told you where to go, probably. Oh, okay. We're ready for our interchange. Very good. Very good. So we can send you off. You've finished your passenger duties, Mr. 2. But where's the other one? Or is that it? No, that's it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it as far as Bryson for the moment, because I just want to make sure she's got water to get up the hill, because it's a big, big, big hill. And we may actually do some switching up here as well. I think that would be pleasing. All right. Still loading coal. Almost done, though. And then we'll pop back and get some water while number 1 shunts in the background. How is number 1 going for coal and water, actually? Because I've got to be careful, because this wasn't... I'm used to starting the game at the start of day, and I always service them before I put them to bed, so just need to keep checking. No, she's fine. All right, now we want number 4, and we're going to pop you in reverse, release the independent brake, give you just a little bit of throttle, little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. Okay, there we go. And lovely. Stop there. Reminds me I should have a drink. It's my new cup, because I was complaining my tea was cold, so the other half bought me a cup, which keeps your tea hot for 6 hours, apparently. So that's a cool thing. I have another one of these that I use on the railway, and it's, well, frankly, you probably don't want to touch it because you get oily hands. But she's got my replacement for that one too, which is cool, because the lid's been cracked on that one for a while. It hasn't had a handle for a very long time. This one doesn't have a handle, but the other one does. The handle's useful in the steam loco, because even with an insulated cup, the outside of the cup gets really hot because you're in a steam loco. So, you know, that shouldn't really surprise anyone. Yeah, you're ready. So we can get you into the interchange as well. We're going to have a very crowded interchange for a while here, you know. Very crowded. Now, getting that out could be a bit interesting, and I'm not sure how smart the AI is. In fact, I know how smart it isn't. So let's just bring number 1 over here. Let's do it. Oh, I've got a handbrake on in the middle because I'm a donkey. Eeyore. Let's go find it, shall we? That one. There we go. Okay. So let's get you out. Get it that far. Because if I tell it to put it in the yard, it's just going to go and conflict with those carriages down there. And that's fine. We still need to get this too. Because what we're going to do, we'll take it right down to that end of the interchange. Actually, we could even bring it out here and run around it, you know. Number 4's done. Good. All right, let's get number 4 on the job. Onto this train that's going to Bryson. So let's get you on there. Put you back into waypoint mode and waypoint clunk. Now, who's moving and who's not? Number 1's moving. Number 3, you're waiting at a fusee. Of course you are. So we can release you now. So you've still got a waypoint, so you should kick off and head. Do like that whistle. You should head along quite happily. I think we can buy our 5th locomotive because we are going to need 5. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to buy another consolidation. Kaplunk. Now, the other thing I want to do, if I can afford it, is I want another passenger carriage. Let's have a look. As the open platform is 4450. That's 2148, but they're heavy. And a palace car. 6850. 6450. 4450. Okay, we're going to have to wait a little while before we buy our passenger coach because I want a passenger coach for Alarka because we're going to have more traffic. So let's pop back down now because we have number 5. So let's expand this. Oh, of course, you're number 10. All right, let's go have a look at you. Let's see what you look like. Aren't you pretty? You're way too pretty for my railway. Let's fix that. And you didn't come with much water. Ha! Pigs. All right. Let's inspect that. Let's fix you. Let's fix you. So visual condition, that looks more like my railway. Yep, old and shitty. Okay, good. And you are actually number 5, not number 10. Everything else about you can change, except I think, is it that the whistle we want? That's an alright whistle. That'll be fine. Do you want a bell? No. Hate bells. Hate bells. Alright. Inspect equipment. Let's make you rusty as well. There we go. Beautiful. You are now number 5. Let's get you up to the servicing point, shall we? Welcome to the railway number 5. We love you, honest, but we're going to put you to work straight away because, you know, no lazy bastards allowed on my railway. Now, what I haven't decided yet is whether I'm going to sell the old locomotives. We should really get that Bryson train out of here before we move number 5, but yeah, it's too late now. That's fine. And number 1, let's get you up here now, which may block the way for that other one that's coming in, but I'm not too fussed about that. All right, so we have our full complement of 5 locomotives now, but they're not all the same type, so I may well flog off the other little ones because I'm standardizing on these C25s, which they're a bit of an ugly beast to drive if you jump in the cab because the boiler comes right into the cab and you can't stand in there, so they're a bit ugly if you want to actually drive them. But that's okay. They're a good mix of power versus economics. Yeah, let's get you open. Is that going to be near enough? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's what you call a fluke. I could say I planned that, but clearly I didn't. Michael is in the middle of laundry. Hello, Father Jack. Welcome along. Hope you're good. Real Lord Vectron says, water costs extra. Well, these days, yes. As Richie says, I work with penguins. Because, you know, revealing where you actually work on the internet is a bad idea because you do encounter the occasional person that says stupid things and you don't want someone making contact with your employer saying stupid things because employers will react poorly. Now, what I'm hoping is that I can actually have enough room to run around this, and I think I will. So I think, in fact, that I can actually stop you now, number 1. Boop. So we'll stop you there. And let's just put a handy on, though, because that is on the tiniest bit of a slope there. And let's jam you on this end, number 1. Boop. And I think for the other fella, when he comes along, because he's probably not far away, we should just, let's just go where we are. Where is he? All right, he's a little while away. He's still up there. Hasn't come to Whittier yet, so I'm not worried. Because we may do the same with him, I think, actually. We might just stop him somewhere around here. All right. Now, number 5, you're going to live at Alarka. That's going to be your job, number 5. Actually, I wonder if I should send number 1 to Alarka. Because this is number 1. Although I kind of like having number 1 as just a general purpose mucking around at Whittier engine, because we do a lot of it. And he's good here on the flat because he's not very powerful, and Alarka's got a big hill. Several big hills, in fact. So we might just keep him where he is. Just keep him here. So we'll follow the plan and send number 5 to Alarka. Which means, number 5, after you are cold, we can stick you on the front of this train here and get you on your way to Bryson. Now that one there, we should be able to come through the shed and collect that one with number 1. So I think that's a good plan. Actually, why don't we use number 5 to do that, just to get used to it, see how she goes. All right, let's just sit here and wait for number 1 to come and couple. Father Jack's relaxing with some wine. That sounds like a fantastic evening, Father Jack. I say evening because Father Jack, not Nozzy. It's in a different time zone. Vectron says, I'd like one if one of these train management games allowed you to keep old locos and designate them as historical for passenger service to get extra revenue or generate some tourism stats. Yeah, you could do that, I suppose. That would be an interesting mechanic for the game, wouldn't it? It's quite an idea. I kind of like it. All right, let's just get you off there. Let's just send you here first. So number 1, just send you there. And now that you've gotten the idea where to go, it's a poor man's pathing system, giving them intermediates. Number 5, you finished coaling? Oh, you're a hungry bugger. All right, number 5, let's give you your first little job. You can come into the shed here. Actually, what's its mechanical condition like? Has it been oiled, for example? Yes, it has. And how are you mechanically? 100%? 100%. Very good. Okay. There is an engine service facility in Alarka. So that's fine. How's our friend? Our friend's at Whittier now. So we have a short time to get everybody out of the way. Because he's already coming through Whittier. So we're shunting here. So just for the people in the middle, the vertical people, sing out if you're a vertical person. I can't actually really tell who's watching what, to be honest, with this mechanism that YouTube gives us. So if you're watching vertical, let me know, because I don't know if it's worth actually doing the live streams to vertical, and I'm curious to find out. Not that it's really costing me anything to do it, but a lot of my vertical subscribers have come from the short to real trains, and I don't want to piss those people off by live streaming endless pretend trains. Because, you know, sometimes crossovers are there and sometimes it's not. Doing well, number 1. Oh, and you've got yours. Very good. Here's your very first job on the railway, number 5. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just get number 5 to bring its train just to here, because the other one's coming in. And I think I have told the other one. I think I told the other one to go down there, but I'm not 100% sure, so we'll just see where it goes. If it gets stuck because number 1's here, that's fine, but let's just see where it goes. I'm curious. So we've done lots of deliveries to the interchange. We're making cash. Oh, where are you going? Okay. I'm confused. That's a very interesting path for the AI to take because it's going to get stuck. It cannot get down there. Right. So clearly, I'm going to have to cope with the AI being an idiot. That's fine. That's fine. That's the good thing about artificial intelligence. Or as I call it, the artificial idiot. Because, you know, as they say in the classics, to fuck up is human, to truly fuck up requires a computer. And look what you've just done. Lovely. But anyway, yep, you have truly fucked that up, Mr. AI. Let's just help the AI out a little, shall we? I think we'll just help it a little. Little bit. Little bit. Let's bring the AI back up here somewhere. Probably about here, because it's a long train. Is that number 3? I'm not sure if that's number 3. I think that's number 3. Let's just bring you back here. As you hear in the short sometimes, you're a dumbass. Did you couple with that? No, you didn't. At least you didn't couple. Okay. Well, you go and do your thing. Meanwhile, number 5, since you're just sitting pretty somewhere, we've got room. We've got room for another carriage. So let's go number 5. Just jam yours on there, mate. You'll be fine. Just while that one's mucking around, being stupid. David Smith says I renamed AI to ass for artificial stupidity. I think that's good. Father Jack says, what is Versicle? Is it another platform to stream to? It's still YouTube, but it's streaming to the YouTube Shorts stream. So it's for people whose telephones are up this way instead of this way, basically. It's the longest short ever. It's like a 3-hour short. Because shorts are only supposed to be 3 minutes, of course. And I am, of course, joining the legions of what seems to be... There seems to be 2 kinds of things that live stream on shorts. 3, actually. There's young people mucking around doing what young people do best, which is pretty much nothing. Which is cool. Living their lives. And racists. Seem to be a lot of live streaming racists on the shorts feed. I seem to find them a lot. I don't know if that's YouTube saying something about me, because, you know, I don't think I fit that category. But the other thing is Filipino women. There seem to be an awful lot of Filipino women live streaming. For the most part, they wear clothes. But not always. All right. So, number 2. Was that you? Someone's at a waypoint, so is it Bryson? I've forgotten which bloody locomotive this one is. Because, you know, I'm as clever as the intelligence. It's number 3. Good thing I went and checked, because that would have been a bit funny. But anyway, let's bring number 3 down here. Bring him all the way down to these points here. 3. Come here, 3. All right. Stop you there. That should be about right for that train. Meanwhile, let's jump on and inspect this guy and go cut out multiple unit. And we've got to put number 4. We also have to put you into manual mode so that you stay cut out. Right. And I think we have to tell this one it's multiple units. No, we don't. So that should be good. Number 4 has done its thing. Let's get rid of this handbrake. And we'll send both of those to Bryson in just a moment. But there's another train in the way, so they can just sit there for now. I'm only setting that out as a double header because I need the other locomotive at Bryson. Has number 1 reached its point yet? Yes. Lovely. Okay. I'll put the air through because this train's a little bit heavy. And do we have any handies on? We do. The last one. All right. So let's set number 1 up for success. Let's send you this way because the AI is dumb. And then let's give you another waypoint at the end of this siding here, which will be fine. And you're at a waypoint in Bryson. You've got enough water and stuff to get up the hill. That's fine. You wouldn't have even made your passenger stop, would you? No. Okay. That's fine. Let's send you up the hill to Alarka. Now, we're not servicing the Alarka Junction train just yet because this is a mixed. So on a future passenger run, we will service the actual Alarka. Let's bring you there. That'll be a good starting point, won't it? Very good. Bop, bop. Yeah, can watch you leave me in the station. That's an interesting viewpoint. All right, it's going to drag me along and pull me through the wall. That's fine. Okay, you have fun with that. Let's get back here to where all the action is at the other end of the railway, because everything's going on down here. Everything's going on. You're almost done. Are you out of the way? You are. All right. Number 5. Let's take you to Bryson, where you're going to have a lot of work to do. So let's take you into the sidings at Bryson. So number 5, we will send you here, Mr. Double-Headed Monster. Let's just watch you and make sure you manage to leave. You've got a boring whistle, don't you? Oh, did that just fit or what? Excellent. Okay, we're in. In like Flynn, as they say. All right, let's unhook you. And I think we probably wanted to get you to servicing. Yes, we do. You've already had a pretty hard day, number 5. Number 3. So let's bring number 3 up here. Whoop. Ooh, woo. All right, let's cut these off because you've reached your point. Andy. Now, I think all of these are SO1, SO2. I think they all are. Oh, we've still got that interchange one, haven't we? All right, that's fine. All right, let's plonk the first set of these over here. We've got to remember we've got that, because that has to go back there. There goes number 5 and number 4. They're not going to struggle with that at all. After servicing, are we ready for a second logs yet? No, we're not. Actually, it'd be a third logs, wouldn't it? I think we've probably delivered everything that location needs for today, actually. Let's have a look. No, I don't want to select you. I want to select that. Whittier Sawmill. 21 cars a day. Oh, I thought it told me how many I've done, but I haven't. That's fine. That's fine, but I'm guessing it's had its second fill just because of the time. Because remember, we did start halfway through day 17. All right, that's going to set back there. You're running around there doing something relatively sensible. Relatively sensible. It would have been quicker for you to go the other way, but you're going to go through the shed, and that's fine. I can accept that. How about everybody else? You're rolling through Bryson, flat stick. You're rolling to the servicing point. Oh, we've got signals. I forgot I bought signals. I completely forgot that I'd bought signals. Do you know, I don't think they were there a moment ago. That's good, because that means I can start doing some CTC stuff. All right, with a little bit of shunting to do up here too. But if I go up to Bryson and I go to the signal box, boop, in here, there should be a CTC panel. And there is, look at that. Whoops. I have to figure out how to sit here. I don't know. So we're running in absolute block, or automatic block, perhaps. Look at that. That's really cool. So we can actually force people to go around the various roads now. Nice. So I'll have to figure out how to actually get in here and use this, because I don't think you can from where I are at the moment. I will learn that at some point when I get excited about it. All right, we got nearly all of it in there. And brake. Click, clack, clonk. And let's drop the rest over here. Numero uno. I shall learn about signaling offline at some point, but that'll help because then I can actually tell it what tracks to go to. See you later, Jack. David Smith just looked at my shorts feeds, 85% aeroplanes and trains. Melbourne Train Guy says, I don't even like the politics. And I get the mega streamers and the Asian women talking fast and changing outfits. No idea. Yep. David Smith says, I think you're telling us a lot about your YouTube, so I don't get any of that. I tell YouTube every time it shows me something that's not a train or not a car revival or something like that, I tell it I'm not interested, but it doesn't seem to believe me. Yeah. Did you fill up? You did. You're very clever. You filled through a closed hatch. Right. And you are number 3. So we'll get number 3 off around the corner in a moment. Once it's serviced. Actually, we could even send number 1 because he's going to be ready first. In fact, how is the oiling of number 3? Do you need oiling? Yes, you do. All right. Boop. It's a bit far away, but will it do the job? No, of course not. Let's go a bit further then. Come on. Go there. That'll work fine. Actually, haven't I got a mod that controls... I do. I just remembered that wasn't a fluke for that one that lined up at the water column. I've actually got a mod that does that now. It lines them up for you. All right, let's get rid of this. Now that one, I'm hoping, will that fit up here at this end? No, probably not, but we can run this around. Oh, actually, I think it will. It'll block the points, but whatever. We're almost at the end of the day anyway. Boop. Let's go to Bryson and have a look at the signals up here. What do we got? What have we got up here at Bryson for signals? Oh, look at that. We've got a departure and an arrival. And the arrival's set to go into the yard. How good's that? So that one tells me that we're restricting and we're going to divert because we're going to go that way when it comes in. That's really cool. We still haven't picked up anything at Walker Logging because we don't need to. Who cares? Not me. No. So you're going to go and plonk on that end. And you're still heading for Robinson's Gap. You're actually starting to struggle just a tad. 9 mile an hour. Have you managed to get... Oh, you're almost there, actually, I think. I'm pretty sure you're almost there. Oh, no. I have a faint suspicion we'll be leaving the passenger train behind in a moment. I think he's going to stall out in the grade. We might have to get him some help. We've got plenty of help coming. We've got lots of help coming here because one of those is going to stay at Bryson and the other one can come up here and give him a bit of a hand when he stalls out. That'll be fine. He can just push on the back. That will be fine. But he might even make it. You never know. All right. You're probably done for the day, aren't you? 97%. 97%. Ah, look, got nothing better to do. Let's send number 3 round the corner. Number 1 can't handle that load by itself. Number 3 can. But we've got a little bit of shunting to do up here. We'll just leave everything on automatic for the moment. Let's come and get this one for a start. And then we'll go over there. We'll get that lot that need to come out of there. And the oilies are staying, so they're good. That's fine. Number 4 and number 5 are not struggling at all, being their big double header on the way to Bryson. And where are they now? They're at Governor's Island, nearly. So, number 2 here, who's still struggling a little bit, though. He's picked up a couple of mile an hour, so he's getting better. Getting better. Michael's back. Hello. Real Lord Vectron says, it's insidious. They push all the shit on purpose because hate and rage drives engagement. Yes, that's probably true. Probably is true. But I always just tell them, I'm not interested in that. And that, in theory, is supposed to signal that I am seeing a lot less of it these days, I have to say, but I still see some. Rails of Illinois, hello to you. Welcome along. I'm still marvelling over the brand new signals. I'll have to learn how to manage them now, because they're running in automatic at the moment. But I need to learn how to use them properly so I can set routes and stuff, but I shall do some understanding work before I attempt to do that on stream. Vectron says, I've been blocking and hiding, don't recommend me this for years. Yeah, my block list is pretty extreme, actually. Hey, look, I went for a ride. I didn't realise I went for a ride. That's alright. Number 2's still struggling its way up the hill on its way to Hemingway. That's fine. Number 1's reached a waypoint. Oh, yeah, okay. We might, I think, push that whole lot back up just a tad so we're not blocking those points. Let's see if number 1's in for that. In fact, I'm going to do this in manual mode because, yeah, we don't have air through. Let's deal with that then. I thought we did. No, we didn't. Okay. That old chestnut. So this isn't really number 1's thing because this is 878 tons. So let's go into reverse. Let's give it a bit of throttle. Let's come off the brakes completely. She's getting there. Let's just leave her be because I think we'll just let her sit. She'll be right. She'll be right. There she goes. I just saw the snifter valves on the cylinder covers here, a very Baldwin thing. And I had some guy tell me off the other day for on the real life steam engines wasting steam. I was like, okay, you're one of them. They turn up on the railway occasionally. Right. Full independy. Let's get a handy on. And have you finished your job for the day? I think you probably have. So let's get you back to service. But this weird thing that we're halfway through a day. It's still weird to me. And let's set you... See how it jumps in? It sets to the right waypoint. How cool's that? Let's go back there. I want to show this off because we're going to watch this happen this time. This was a mod that I found at the end of the last day. I've forgotten that I'd put it on. David Smith says, I have YouTube Premium. I don't know whether you're paying. YouTube means more attention to me. I much get a lot of what I'm interested in. I have Premium as well. I've got Premium Family. It's through Google One because I also buy storage. Because I have a ridiculous set of content for videos and things. You're also going a funny way, but that's okay. You feel free. You go funny way. Melbourne Train Guy says, can't you pay to have your stream videos pushed to more people who normally see them? Yes, you can do that. You can pay for advertising, essentially. I actually gave that a try as an experiment. I put the channel income for 3 months into promoting the channel. And I have to say it made no difference whatsoever. Absolutely none. So, you know, I don't know if I didn't put enough money into it or if it's just a great scam. I tend to think it's a scam, probably. James says, how are you tonight? Excited for the new update. Hopefully it drops soon. New update for Railroader. There is a maintenance of way update coming. There is also, from what I've seen of it, some new loads. I think I've seen pictures of tractors and the like. That will cause a bit of consternation, though, because those tractors are red, whereas this is running in green tractor territory. So the game's clearly made by people from red tractor territory. So it'll be interesting. Maintenance of way is going to drop on a separate early experience branch. So we'll see how well that ties in with mods. I think what I'll probably do with maintenance of way, because I've built this railway as much as I'm going to, so watch the mod in action. There we go. It gets to the point and it sets it to the exact right point and stops the loco. Look at that. Perfect. That's pretty good. 4 and 5 have got where they're going. Okay, let's go and deal with that. Because we need to uncouple you. Dunk. And we need to send number 5 to catch up with number 2. So he's doing okay. So what I'll do is I'll send number 5 to Hemingway, which should be just around the corner here somewhere. Let's send number 5 here. Now we can hook him on the back when it gets here. That should be fine. Let's pop back to number 4 and we want to grab you, put you back in charge. And what have we got? Bryson Freight House, Standard Oil, Appalachian Hardwoods, and a couple more for Bryson Freight House. We've got a bit of shunting to do. So let's break this first. And let's just put this one over here. Just pop it in a loop here. That'll be fine. Waypoint. Pop. Yeah, I'll probably... Maintenance Away, I think, is going to be a good update for the game. Bring some newness to it. So it... we'll see how it goes. We do have to get that out as well. So as the next move after we've dropped that car off, why don't we go and get that one out? Let's see what else there is to do around Bryson. None of these need to move. We don't have a coal car at Bryson. We've got coal in the tower. We should have a coal car for Alarka somewhere. I bought one. don't know where that is. I've stashed it somewhere. I'll find it. And you're staying, so that's fine. And we've got 2 more for the freight house on the back. That's fine. We will take care of those while all the other things are happening. Number 1, you've finished with your water. Lovely. One of the cool things about having little locos is you don't have to put your water columns away because they just fit. Doesn't matter. Whereas the big locos would hit them. Actually, did I do that right? Let me make sure. No, I want it to be there. See, that's telling it that I want to be under that coal chute, so it'll go there and stop, and then it should reset. There it goes. Just so I can drop the coal chute and have it fill. And that'll be it for number 1, who will go away for servicing. So let's tell that we're doing that. East Whittier repair. And as people tend to learn the hard way, you must set both. All right, we can plonk you in the shed. That machine parts carriage won't come back this day, so let's just put you there. The other ones are going to live in other sheds around the railway. They don't all have to come back here. Now that we have 5 locomotives. Yeah, you're allowed to move. Go on. Off you go. Your day is done, little one. I'm not sure if we'll do another log run, but number 1 can't do the log run anyway. It's just not strong enough. Number 2's struggling. She's only a baby after all. Is she going to get... She is going to make it into Hemingway, so that's good. And if we're lucky, number 5 will get up here before it tries to leave Hemingway. Where are we going? What we might just do, actually, is let's plonk a flare up here. Because I don't want to... I will let it go. Yeah, let's just let it go. We'll see if she gets up the hill. I don't think she will. In fact, why don't we... Let's just stop you there. And number 5, let's just put you on here. So you can run around and come up here. We're not foul at the back, are we? No, we're good. All right. So you've got your passenger fares. Number 5's on the way here. So it'll be here in no time. It'll rocket up here. In hindsight, I really shouldn't have sent number 2 to do that job. It's too big a job for number 2. Gratuitous bridge shot. That's fine. All right, so you're sitting there. You're up here. What are we doing with you? Oh, yeah. Okay. We've got some shunting to do. The shunting we will go. A shunting we will go. Hide the bunnies. All right, you are... You're number 3, aren't you? Yes, you are. Boop. Can I see the signalling panel without having to go to Bryson? There's a question. Is there a way to do it? No. It doesn't... Can I view it? Is there any extra panel I can turn on? No, don't look like it. Maybe there's a mod for turning on the signaling panel. Close the tutorial, yes. Let me Google if there is while we're waiting for that train to come. Doesn't appear to be. Maybe I'll make one. That'd be a good mod. To be able to have the signaling panel on screen here so you can control the flow of everything. that's still getting up to Hemingway. It's actually good having number 5 getting up here because we'll be able to use number 5 to take the coal cars into the mine, and we can use number 2 to take some passengers down to Alarka. Not that there are any. So we should probably, let's go visit number 2, because let's tell the passenger carriages that they are going to go to, actually let's see if there's anybody waiting. No, there's nobody waiting there. I wonder if I tell it that it's going there. Let's tell the passengers that we're also going to go to Cochrane and Alarka. Just see what it does. Will we suddenly get some passengers? Yes, we will. We going to get more? Doesn't look like it. I have this grand plan of setting up timetables, but I haven't. Rail says John Deere fans in a nutshell. David Smith says I have premium family so I can keep the ads away from my kids. Good plan. MTG says it's a good idea. YouTube Premium is well worth it. It really is, because it gets rid of all of the paid ads. You'll still see some ads turning up in shorts because there are organizations that make shorts that are actually ads. Here's the brand new and shiny number 5. So we'll hang around here until you get on. We could even split the train here, you know. Should I do that? I wonder if I should do that. Nah, we'll split it at Alarka where it's messy and problematic and difficult. Because, you know, why wouldn't you? Actually, you know what? Let's split it here. So, number 5, let's give you a new waypoint just to here, and you can stop. And let's put a handbrake on here. We'll pretend one's enough. And once you get your dealios going, let's get number 2 to about here. Will that be enough? That's probably enough. Let's see what else is going on. So we've got number 3. Is that a stop signal? Oh, love it. I love it. Stop and do not pass. Wow. That's so good. It's so annoying, but so good. But if I set up my pass so I'm not on the main line, it should let me in. But that's okay. We'll just run in manually if we have to. Can I just tell it to ignore it? Pass. Victory. All right then. Let's get back on with these two so they're not stuck here forever. Number 2, you have successfully gained the correct location. Let's put you there. And after you're past the points, not before. All right, good. Let's put number 5 onto the coal train. Wasn't that the name of one of the characters in Dukes of Hazzard, the sheriff? Coltrane? It just occurred to me that he's named Coltrane. I can't believe I never noticed that before. Interesting, 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 interesting. So we'll get this coal train out of here, and we will set that to go all the way to the mine. So we'll do that in a moment after we get him hooked on. Want to get him hooked on first. Real Lord Vectron says uBlock Origin plus sponsor block plugin is all good. The day they stop working is the day I delete my YouTube account and go outside to touch grass. Well, they will stop working because they actually blend the ads in with the video these days. So you will be seeing ads, Real Lord Vectron. You're not on my streams because I have them turned off. And every time YouTube turns them back on, I turn them off again. Which YouTube does actually get just a tad discouraged by, because it keeps popping up going, you could make so much more money if you turned on ads. And I go, yeah, I know. But that's not why I'm here. I don't mind the ads playing on the other stuff, but I don't like the ads playing in live streams. There's a car to pick up from here as well. And you're in the right place. So let's bring this to here. Numero 5, you've got a handbrake on, so we'll have to pop back and visit you anyway. Whoop. Let's sit here while you leave. Number 5 shouldn't struggle with the coal train, should be fine. In fact, this means number 2 will actually take the first train to Alarka. How's that? So you can hear how much this doesn't struggle with the grade as compared to number 2. Melbourne Train Guest said, I used to use YouTube Premium mostly for the music, not the video. Yeah, it is actually a decent music and podcast source. If you're into podcasts, they've now got a really good selection of podcasts, and it's cheaper than Apple Podcasts, which Apple Podcasts have been an absolute pain in the ass, actually, I have to say, with my podcast. Absolutely woeful. Like, really bad. Vectron says that's what Sponsor Block does. Users add timestamps to the ads inside videos and it auto skips. Oh, okay, cool. Vectron says, I'm thankful that computing energy is being directed at AI, not video transcoding. YouTube hasn't baked the ads into the streams properly. Oh, they will. They will. As their traditional income source dries up, they definitely will. Oh, let's see what everybody's doing. You're moving towards your train. You're stopped. So let's get you out of here. No handbrakes. Wow, it was all just sitting there. Okay. And that's all going to the interchange anyway, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. So let's... What are you? You're 3, aren't you? I think you're 3. You 3? You're 3. So now there's 5. I have to think about that. I thought the creek just stopped there. We might do a log run as well. So all of those need to fit here. I'm not sure they will, but we'll see. We shall see. They'll either will or they won't. All right. Numero 4. Okay, you're at your waypoint. We're doing some shunting with you, so let's pop you in here and just drag this out. Gunk. Let's leave you doing that. Number 1. Number 2 is at a waypoint, so we can hook you back to your passenger train. And we can tell you to, in fact, go to Alarka. What's this? First train to Alarka. Oh, look at Alarka. It's got a loop. I think my mods might have loaded down there. I think. That's kind of cool. Number 2. Boop. First train to Alarka on the way. Now, I've got a mod with a loop in it. But there's a buffer right there. And that's blocking my way to the mines too. I hope it's not actually there. I hope it's only visually there. My industry has disappeared. I had an industry over here when we had here in the big save. But we've got some other industries. Oh, it's over here now. Oh, okay. That's the building. Pithead Baths. Oh, okay. It's moved. All right. I don't mind if I do. Now, I haven't set up any contracts down here at Alarka, so it'll be the way. We'll see what it's like down there. Maybe we need to edit the mod files. Melbourne Train Guy says, don't forget to check out Right Way, Wrong Way, Railway if you want a good pod chat. Yes, that's my podcast. Funnily enough. It's a good thing. All right, we'll leave you running because you've got a while before you go anywhere interesting anyway. Do we want to pull air through here? No, probably not. Let's just bleed it. And let's just get you into the loop. Little loop here. So you're number 4, I'm pretty sure. Boop. And then we'll go and get those 2 cars off the back. Where do you need to go? You're staying there. And you're hardwood, oily. Right. Stuff to do. This is the end of day mucking around that takes forever. Noisy bastard. Number 3, still going. Are you going to fit in the interchange? That is the question. We'll take number 3 to servicing after this, even though she doesn't really need it. Actually, no, we'll do a log run. Is it all going to fit? That's the question. It's going to be pretty close, I think, if it doesn't. Clear. Clear. Will that last one go clear? You can do it. Or do I have to move the whole set? Oh, it fits. All right. All right, number 3. You can go and jump on the log train because we may as well do an extra log run. Even if we end up taking some filled carriages out there, why not? Because who cares? It's fine. All right, number 4, you're at the waypoint, so we can drop that off. It's perfectly flat here. It'll be fine. Honest, let's come and get these with number 4. And we'll join it up with that and shove them in over there where they belong, because that's where they go. I think only 2 fit over there, though, so that'll be interesting. But anyway, that's fine. It's fine. Number 3. Tooling along, heading for your log train. We'll just leave you sitting on that till we're ready. Number 2 is at Alarka Junction, and you have gone around the corner. Very good. How's your coal and water? Lovely. First train to Alarka. I'm not turning this on as an interchange yard. In fact, let me make sure it's not. Oops, wrong one. I want that one. Alarka Junction interchange is disabled. Good. Because I don't want an interchange up here. It was a nightmare having multiple interchanges. I like just running stuff along the routes as I see fit. Alrighty. Number 3, let's get you hooked on and get the handbrake off for when that is empty. Now we're just going to leave you sitting here until all those logs have been taken off. That might be a little while yet, but we've got other things happening anyway, so it's fine. Number 2 is heading off down to Alarka. Number 3, end of track. That's fine. Number 4 is about to couple on, so let's stay here and do that. Number 5's gotten to a waypoint, so we will start that running around in just a moment. Actually, we don't need to put the air through. As soon as it whacks, we'll There we go. Uncouple that. Should have the brakes off anyway. Should be fine. Number 4, bonkage. Off you go, number 4. Let's make sure you're visible to the vertical people. You appear to be. Yes, the stream's a bit behind. Yeah. The vertical and horizontal stream are actually running at different times. That's interesting. Showing different things. How does that work? Huh. Whatever. Whatever. Let's go back to number 2 that is heading down the hill towards its first stop of Cochrane. First stop on the new branch line. Brand new, shiny. I'll leave you doing your thing. Let's get back to number 5, which is at the mine. And let's just get a handy on at this end. And unhook. And get you back up to the other end. Don't know why we had such a large delivery here, actually. It's seems a little unusual. What's left down there? Much probably nothing. No, nothing. So production had actually stopped at the coal mine, I would suggest. Because had this car. So these will probably fill up really quickly since production had stopped for a while. Let's leave that happening and go back to our friend number 2. Ooh, gratuitous stressful shot. Is it Control F12? I don't know. Control F10 maybe? No. On the big save, I had carriages named for my members, but it's a bit hard to do that because, you know, on the big save, I had, I don't know, 30-something passenger cars. The big railway got out of hand, I have to say. It really did. It got too big, which is why I cut back to this small one. All right, welcome to Cochrane. Vectron's off to get some errands out of the way. Enjoy yourself. Melbourne Train Guy picked up the Holiday Runaway Elf DLC. It's a silly one, but it's funny. And there's a Famicom version of TSW in the Route 2. Thanks, Foggy Style. I've never noticed it works too. Okay, cool. All right, so you're probably still running around. You are. Number 4 is at its waypoint. Okay, so number 4, we can get you to just push your stuff in here. Boop. Then we'll get back onto that and push it around the corner. In fact, while number 4 is doing that, why don't we go and have a quick squeeze round the corner? Let's take a shortcut. So, oilies, you're no, you're coming out. Okay, so the front one's coming out. Very good, Nick. And over here we've got coming out, coming out, coming out. Staying, coming out, coming out. Of course. Of course the one in the middle's staying. Of course it is. Handbrake. Now, did they all fit? They did. Look at that. 3 do fit there. Just. So let's jump onto the back of this. Boop. Let's go back to number 2. That's rolling on down the hill. It's leaving Cochrane. Heading for its date with destiny down at Alarka station. Number 5's arrived at its point, so let's deal with that. This is a big train, so I am actually going to put the air through, even though we're only shunting, because bad stuff will happen when it gets down to that buffer stop if it can't stop. Bad stuff, as they say. The very technical term there, bad stuff. All right. Oop. We've reached the point of the day that the camera controls go a little bit nutty in this game, as happens from time to time. Oop. Okay. You have a terrible whistle. I don't like your whistle. I'll give you a new one. Let's try that one. That's better. Well, we're going into the tunnel. I've missed this tunnel. But can't do that shot anymore. Have you unloaded everything? No. You're about to come back to your train, so let's zonk you on there. Technical term, zonking on. To wait for that to happen. It amazes me that the two streams are at different times. I don't know how that works. That must be a nightmare for YouTube to try and maintain that. But that's okay. That's their problem, not mine. All right, so we've got our oily. So let's just head round the corner. Let's start him moving. So that's number 4. Oh, you've got a handbrake on. Surprised I bothered. I don't normally, Bryce. Let's just start it moving, just so it's got something to do. Then fly around the corner here, and we will bring it to yellow signal. Good. Bring it down here, and we'll grab this fella. Because we're going to have to do, as they say in the song, some shuffling, shuffling. Right, let's go back to number 2. Should be out of the tunnel by now. Is good. Heading off down to Alarka. We almost there? We are almost there. We're almost at one of the industries. There's an industry along here somewhere. Maybe I've passed it. I thought there was one between Alarka and... maybe that mod's not working. I was pretty sure I had an industry between the two. But perhaps not. These are the copper mines. They are Alarka's fallopian tubes, essentially. Feeding the beast. MTG says, how do you see live shorts? You just go into the shorts feed, and if someone you're subscribed to is live, it will tell you. That's the theory anyway. That is the theory. Number 5's done. So let's get you out of here. We'll go get that single carriage, and which is an interesting thing because I wanted number 5 to leave it to Alarka. But I've got a carriage to deliver. Deliver! I reckon we might just take you down to Alarka Junction. And leave you there. And then take number 5 down to Alarka where it belongs, because that's where I want it to be. Because we do have to set up our contracts. In fact, why don't we start doing that? So, Alarka Junction, Robinson Gap Coal. We're still on tier 4. There's nothing there. Copper mine number 1. Let's go on to tier 3. Copper mine number 1, tier 3. Alarka depot does not get a contract, and it's still marked as inactive because its first train's not here yet. It will go active in a moment. Engine service. So we've got some coal here. I did buy a coal carriage for here, so it might be off getting filled up. That's possible. Alarka fuel. Where are you? That's Alarka fuel there. So let's take a contract for you. L. Smith Machining, which is this siding here. Let's take a contract for you. I remember Alarka is a pain in the ass to shunt. We have a lot of stuff here. Oh, this is the big revised one. This is the industry I used to have on the other side that's revised. So there's quite a lot of work to do down here, which is why I want to have thing down here. Now, do I need to buy carriages for all this stuff? Don't know. Let's go straight for tier 3, as you do. Now, I don't know if I need to buy carriages for this or if they'll just turn up at the interchange. It's always a bit of a thing with mod places. You never quite know. Actually, that's a good point, because if I get a huge number of carriages turn up at the interchange, then perhaps... Oh, actually, I can take this around the loop, can't I? I don't have to. Oh, how good's that? I can take it around the loop. I don't have to run around. Good-o. Passenger, let's go. Everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Can't go to Alarka depot. It won't let me. We're already there. Good. All right, let's leave those ticking that off. So number 5 might make its ridiculous way down the hill. Now that, if I remember correctly, that one's going out. That one's staying. So let's unhook. Have you got a handbrake on? You do not. Apply. So let's take these out. We'll leave an oil car on the main line. What could possibly go wrong with that? Nothing. Perfect. Good. All right. Let's bleed you as well so you can move. All right, let's leave you doing your thing. Numero 5. You know, I was just thinking this is going to pick up a lot of cars for those industries, isn't it? Because the mines are all going to get cars and everything is going to get cars. We may even need a second locomotive at Alarka, you know, because it's going to be very busy. But anyway, that's fine. Let's send you... I can't actually send you all the way to Bryson, you know? Can't. Because Bryson's busy. Don't care. I'll send you to here. Right on the corner. Because you're going to pull up with a carriage in the way, and that's fine. Is it this way? No, it's the other way. Other way. Dummy. Yep, this way. All right. We will bring you down here because we're going to have an all car sitting there. So we'll just bring you to here. Boop. And you have got a handbrake on because you're boring. Oh, look, there's another car ready. All right. Scratch that, number 5. You can pick up the other car as well. I did think production would resume pretty quickly. So you can pick that one up too. May even be another one by the time that one gets picked up. We'll see, won't we? Let's just bottle the air. All right, let's flip around here. You're almost done. So let's put this handbrake on here. And clonk. And then we'll clonk it onto this one. This is number 4 that we're working with. Clonk. Number 2, are you ready to go? Do you have coal and water to make it back, or do you need to be serviced? You only got a passenger train. I'm really curious about whether it can get through that buffer. Let's try. God, your whistle's horrible too. No, 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 no. You are not going that way, you piece of shit AI. Off you go. Trade guy says, I found the short live, the headache to find. You need to go to shorts, then pause your feed, and then click live, and then it showed you. There's a 5-ish second delay between the normal line and the shorts live on my end. Why aren't you moving? Come on. How could you possibly need that much throttle to move? That's ridiculous. That's just totally ridiculous. Now, hopefully that buffer is not really there. Because if it is, this is going to derail at this speed. Okay. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Yep, let's get back up here. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Fine. Fine. That means I have conflicting mods down there. All right. We've got extra tracks here, don't we, for mucking around. Why don't we put the whole train into here for a start? Actually, what are these for? Let's put the whole train into here. I'll have to sort out my mods down at Alarka. Oi. It is number 4, isn't it? Let's just quickly look. Number 4? Number 4. Yep, it's number 4. All right. Ah, sigh. Number 5, you've got your other carriage. Very good. Let's get you on your way then. Let's just send you where we were going to send you before. It's fine. We'll just teleport you to here. And let's go and sort out number 2. Actually, you know what we might need to do, to be honest? I might just bring number 5 down to Alarka, actually. Because number 2 is probably not going to be in any condition to take those carriages. I would think. Let's just have a look. Yeah, she's screwed. All right. Number 5, let's bring you here. You can pick these carriages up. And you've got a handbrake on. Of course you do. All right. Let's go and deal with you. You're really good, aren't you? Okay. Clearly, I have some mods that I need to work through down here. Let's get you re-railed. Let's get you re-railed. Don't you wish it was this easy in real life? Having help with a few derailments in my time. All right. That's got the carriages back on the tracks. Let's just get some handbrakes on. All right. So we clearly have some bad mods that have got... What's it going to do? Because there's two things there. No, I think that put the tender on the tracks, didn't it? Yeah, it did. I might actually have to come and shunt that, you know, so I can put the locomotive back on the tracks. We'll see. We'll see. Can I push the locomotive into where the tender is? Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do... I'm not actually sure what I'm going to have to do with this, to be honest. Let's see if I can get the loco on without the tender. Come on. It's almost on. Right, she's on. Okay. Can I move her at all? Let's try. Let's try. Ah, straight off again. No. Because there's no point having the tender there because I can't move the tender. Can I hand shunt the tender out of the way? Even though they'll be in the wrong order. I think you can push things. To and shunt. What to do? What to do? That's just around the tender again. Looks if I can get her on the tracks without the tender. Maybe I can make that work. I might actually have to find a way to delete a locomotive, you know. So I might have to go into sandbox mode. If the locomotive is stuck or glitched, save and reload. Reroll or push. All right. Let's try that. Let's save and reload. And if that does something... Debrief reader, hello, welcome. If that does something useful, then great. Ooh. Okay. Look, look, look. Look. Place 2 cars. Okay. Oops. She derailed. Of course she did. Sigh. Sigh. That tells me there's something very bad happening with my track down here. So some of my mods clearly conflict. All right, let's let those roll apart. Let's just let her roll. Poor thing. So she thinks she's not on the track, because that's why it's doing that. Okay. Okay. Let's just leave you in manual mode. What's your condition? 0%. All right. Let's set her for Alarka repair. It's probably going to have to be an overhaul, isn't it? Or do I just sell it? Do I just sell poor number 2? What do I do? Do I sell her? Or do I repair her? Poor number 2, you've served us so well. No, not Bryson. Alarka. I did set the other one to Alarka, didn't I? Yeah. All right. Where do we have to take these things now? What if you can go there by yourself? Don't know. Let's try. Let's see if we can... We've got another train coming down here, of course. I wonder which mod it is. A waypoint. Doop. Can you do it? Can you actually work with 0% condition? I guess so. Oh, Struggle Street. Poor thing. Alright, what mods have I got here? Alarka Copper Mine Expansion, that one's fine. Alarka Junction Interchange, which is at the top. Alarka Loop. They got an update available? Because I think that's the one that's broken. Alarka Passenger Storage. Should probably get rid of that one. Lena's Map Mod. That's fine. We haven't got most of this stuff on anymore. Alarka MG Chemicals. Alarka. Oh, I've got 2 Alarka loops. Look at that. Ah, I think that's the problem. I've got 2 Alarka loops. I've got Cater's Alarka loop and I've got someone else's Alarka loop, so I need to get rid of one of those, I think. But let's get that poor thing into the shed, and then I will pounce out of the game and see what we can do. We do have another locomotive on its way here to rescue the passenger carriages, because I do have passengers in there. Where are you at? You're not far away. That's good. Okay, what else have we got going on around the joint? We have number 3, and you're ready to roll. Okay, so let's get you out to the log zone. Let's get you out here to Connolly. Because we need to get another log run done for the day. Where are we? Come on, move. Where did I come to? Oh no, we're in the right place. Okay. We're fine. It's all good. It's all good. Don't panic. No panicking. No panicking. That's number 2. Number 3. Whoop. Okay. Number 2, still struggling its way into the shed. It'll be gone for days. It's going to be a pain in the ass. And it's not worth selling it because it's so little money. It's just not worth it. Can't even get a passenger carriage for it. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you got another train coming up your ass now. Get out of the way. Go on. I don't know where you're trying to go now. Why do you keep trying to go backwards for? And if you're not going to do this, I'm going to have to drive you myself. Fine. Let's just stop you, eh? Let's just put you in manual mode. Let's put your brakes on. All right. Straight, straight, into the shed, into the shed. Very good. Okay. Let's just deal with this before the other one comes and crashes into your ass. Full throttle. Oh, I get it. You haven't got enough power to get up the hill, do you? That's okay. We'll help you. Bang goes number 5. All right, number 5. You can stop there. Okay. Now let's go inspect on you. Cut out multiple unit. Manual mode. All right, number 5. Shove it in here, can you? Could you do that? Oh, I put you in manual mode. You idiot. Number 2 is the one that has to be in manual mode, and it is. Good. Okay. Number 5, waypoint. Shove it here. Shovey, shovey. Could you do it? Brakes are off. Let's put you in neutral. Full forward. Let me guess, you're not cut out anymore. No, you're still cut out. It should be fine. Why can't number 5 push you? Brake applied beyond brake line. It's not though. It's not applied at all. It's released. There you go. You shove number 2 in there. What a day, huh? Bob, hello. Welcome along. Yeah, I've got 2 conflicting mods, unfortunately, Bob. So I had a fairly significant incident, shall we say, that we're going to have to report to the authorities. Because, yeah. Problematic. Problematic. The worst thing is we derailed the passenger train, which is not going to do much for my reputation. All right, let's get you off there. And let's put you... to be honest, I don't even dare use those runaround tracks, you know that? I don't even dare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this track to run stuff around. Because I just don't dare come too far down here. It's just going to cause problems. That's fine. That's fine. All right. What else have we got going on? We got you going into the forest. We've got you kicking around down here somewhere. Oh. That's interesting. That's interesting that that delivers there. All right. Let's just get on to everything else here, huh? Clown show. So everything's coming out except you, which has actually changed from where we were before because it was that one. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. So G3A is still over there. G3B is here now. I think that used to be G3B there. So it's... Okay. That must be a mod. Yeah, all the bank balance. Yes, that's it, Bob. I looked at selling it, but I was only offered $1,500 or something for it. And I thought, that's not worth it. We'll just fix it. It'll languish in there for a while because its machine parts carriage hasn't come yet. Number 5's at the waypoint. Good. Let's cut you off. Let's... you should have enough room to run around there. Let's try. Let's try. Whoop. My challenge, Bob, is I've got 2 loops here. I didn't realise that. And one of them's ended up with a bloody buffer here. And something really bad is happening just here. So what I'm going to have to do is go through my mods and rip one of them out. In fact, let's put number 5 on here. Put the passenger coaches in the front. I like this concept. We're going to shunt very gently because I have a faint suspicion when I touch that one, it's going to explode. And what are my conditions like on these? 71, 2%, 0%. Yeah. I think we may not be running any passenger trains for just a little while. I might have to put these in the shed here to get repaired. Just take the handbrakes off those. Oh. Automatic brake did its thing. Yeah, it is $1,500 by, well, it's about $1,950, I think this is set in. I'm going to chance taking those to Whittier, you know, even with such a low percentage of damage on them. In fact, what I might do, let's get the passengers out of these, out of this one. Let's get the passengers out of this one. So if they derail again, which they may do, which means all the passengers should be getting in this one. And it's going to fill up. But at least it's still at 71%. And I'm going to have to buy a passenger coach, aren't I? There we go. It is now full, and I want these empty. All right, there we go. Okay. Now, we've still got a handbrake on at this end. Tits 5, your maximum speed is going to be 10 miles an hour. It's going to be a monumentally slow trip, but we're going to pick up these coal cars because we can. Does it look like we've not got the air through down the back there? There we go. So we'll take them on a very, very slow trip. My passenger reputation is going to go through the floor because they're going to be late, but that's okay. They'll get there, and if I tow them that slowly, hopefully they won't derail. Hopefully. Hopefully. And I think what I probably... I can afford another passenger car, so yes, I think we should be buying another passenger car now because these two are going to be out of service for a couple of days, so better buy one. What's the cheapest one? 4,450, 6,450. Yep, it's one of these. Boop. And I think we should send another passenger train down here to come and pick up those people. So let's do that. Because what time is it? 10:45? Yeah, we'll be okay. Let's do that. Let's go and find someone who's asleep. Not you. Number 3, not you. We need to do some work with you. I think it'll be number 1. I think number 1's going to get a passenger train to run. Number 1 hasn't run a passenger train for a very long time. What's that? Number 3? Number 3. Number 2. Number 3. Number 3, come and get your train. And number 1. It's your big day, number 1. Where is my passenger car, though? Couldn't deliver it because the bloody interchange is full. Do I pull something out of there so I can get the car delivered that I just bought? Because it can't fit right now. Sigh. Decisions. Because if I yank something out of there, that car should fit. Oh, let's try it. Number 1. Come here. Let's yank a few cars out. Let's see if we can get that car delivered. And then number 1 can run a passenger train. In the meantime, you're neutered. You're completely neutered, number 2. You're just going to sit in there on fire because you're never even going to make it out of Alarka. You are so poor on your condition front. No, I don't think I actually put on any brakes on that. I did not. Okay. Let's send you down to... Actually, we're going to bring them down into the shed down here because they're going to have to be fixed. So let's just bring those carriages down to here. We'll worry about the coal that's on the back of those when it gets here. We'll worry about that later, as they say. Number 4, you've done your deed. Okay, so absolutely everything here is coming out. And we've got handbrakes on any of this stuff. I need this middle one. All right, I can put the air through to this as well. And both of those go in there, don't they? Oh, look. We've got new delivery places to put stuff. Huh. Okay. Fine. Anyway, let's get these out of here. We need to. And I'll have to do something about Alarka pretty quick. Can't do much about it for the moment, though. There we go. Very slow trip heading home. That should go so slowly that those cars don't derail even though they're at 0%. So we'll just let that happen. All right, now let's make room for a passenger coach. Let's pull out 4 cars, shall we? That should be enough for a passenger coach to miraculously appear. Yeah, those brakes aren't on. Let's just pull it off there, because in theory, if I just pull it off there, as soon as I make space, that coach should appear. Actually, it didn't let me buy it, did it? Maybe because I didn't have space. That's possible. Did I just tell number 4 to come here? Stupid idiot. 1. Let's just put you here, number 1. Boop. I'm pretty sure I did just tell number 4 to come here. So let's go back and see what number 4's doing now, because, you know, you're doing something... Oh, no! Stop. Stop, you twat. Right, come back in here. Come back in here. Number 4. Come back in here. Right, number 1. Okay. Let's just pull these out far enough. Here. Okay. Bleed the brakes. Go. Oh, fine. I'll put the air through then. See if I care. Where did I break it? There? Well, come on, number 1. All right. Whoop. There we go. Let's come and get our coach. She's in the wrong colours, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll copy your colours from the other ones. Where are we going to put you? There? Why not? Let's put you there. That should be plenty of room. Days. Days. Dead. Wish there was a way to just mark them as dead. All right, let's get you hooked on. Ooh, log's on fire. And let's clonk you onto this one, numero 3. Cook. And numero 4. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, that's what you're doing. And we need to hook that up too, don't we? Numero 4. You won't be able to do that, but that's okay. And break off. Put the air through. Put the air through. Come on, train. Why are your cocks closed? Why are your cocks closed? Interesting. Bet you yours are closed too. Yep, they are. Why? 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 After you've been running this game for a while, it's like it forgets how to cock. All right, all of those are coming out except that one, which has to go back in. Okay. Let's just deal with it the easy way. Let's just put the whole lot over here for the moment. Like we used to before we had a mod. And then we can deliver things a bit more easily. Because we're going to want to get that car and put it on top of there anyway, aren't we? Yes. All right, let's leave you doing your thing. Numero 3, you're almost back at your coupling point, so let's sit here and wait for you. And then we can get you to pop these empties back into the siding to get filled up. Come on, bit more. Red light. Lovely. All right, now let's put them over here. Let's make sure we've got number 3 actually selected. Don't make that mistake again. All right, put those there. Number 4. Good, you're doing your thing. We can actually kick most of that, to be honest. Let's split that. And number 4, let's put you into manual mode and break that coupler. All right, brakes on. Hopefully they'll roll clear. That's the plan anyway. They have indeed rolled clear. So you need to go back up there somewhere. All right. Let's put that handbrake on. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Waypoint mode. Let's put you back up here. I've got to separate all those out as well, but that's fine. We'll do that as necessary. In fact, there's a fair chance we can kick this one too. So we probably should we? No, that one needs to be positioned a little more exactly. Let's just drive it. Number 5, you'll be going very, very slowly, taking your time up the hill. I don't even know where you are. You haven't even gotten to Cochrane yet. My word, you're going to be a little while, aren't you, number 5? But that's okay. Number 1's done its thing. So let's cut the passenger car off. Now, brand new passenger car. And let's put the rest of the stuff over here. It's just for number 1 to do. Put the stuff back into the interchange and we'll go and get that passenger car and we will start a passenger run with locomotive number 1 with just 1 car. That's going to fill up in no time, but at least it'll help with the reputation. And I'm just going to leave you sit there because you're sad. Have you started repairing yourself? I have a faint suspicion. Yeah, it actually is. Okay. It is repairing itself. How long is it going to be there for, though? 3 days and 10 hours. Wow. Wow. Hey, look, it's worth more money now. Now that it's got 1%, it's worth slightly more money. Oh, dear. Poor number 2. Poor number 2. You can go laugh at number 1, number 2, you're going to see it. Actually, it just occurred to me that one of those passenger coaches has actually got 7%, doesn't it? Let's just go visit you. So we could actually, because that one actually has got a little bit of, yeah, let's use it. No, we're not going to Alarka. Hemingway, Cochrane. We might as well put people in it, even though it's going to be a very slow, slow trip. As we crawl along. The reason I'm crawling along is because one of the passenger coaches is at 0 condition, which means if you speed up, it'll just derail. So you've got to go slowly. Well, that's okay. That's fine. Dead and buried. Ah, you're done. Very good. Let's race down here. You've already started loading, of course. Well, we can get this contract fulfilled anyway, so that's a good thing. Let's get out here. Look. I'll end up in the water. We did. Surprise. All right. That's number 3, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Let's bring you out here. That'll be very good. Number 4. Where are you? Oh, you're here. Okay. Yes, this is what we need to do. And what's going to be easiest? Oh, let's just put them on here. It's fine. And then we'll shuffle the others. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Be easier to do it without all the cars on there, even though it's slightly less efficient. That's fine though. All good. All good. Number one's got its car. All right, so let's set this one as passenger, and it's going everywhere, man. It's going everywhere. Very good. Now, I assume you've got lots of coal and oil, and you're oiled. Well, we'll just assume you're oiled. It's fine. Right, number one. Nip. Let's start by taking you to Bryson. I think that would be a good move. Just get you to Bryson first. And then we'll deal with the rest of the line from Bryson. I think is a magnificent idea. Number one, here you go. First passenger train for a long time. Number one, you've not been allowed to do the important duty before for a long time. It's with a crew of number ones going, woohoo! All right, let's leave him to do his thing. Number three's not in any danger of getting back here before anything bad happens. I don't think. Let's just make sure. Surely number one's going to beat it through. Ooh, actually, I don't know. Number two. Number three. Let's just slow you down a little bit. Just while number one gets that passenger car through there. Then we'll speed Junior Burger here up again. All right, no danger. Let's put you back to normal speed. We'll set you to 35 because you won't go higher than 25 anyway, so that's fine. Good. Perfect. Okay. You're at Cochrane. Yay! You made it to Cochrane. Yay! Yeah, we're picking people up. And that last one down the back there, this is the one that's at 0%. So, did they need oiling since they derailed? Yep. Because, of course, oil comes out when you're lying on their side. Now, just to remind me, let's set the visual condition of this one. Looks like that doesn't work on passenger cars. Oh, well, it's fine. Off you go. Have fun. You'll love it. Be a good day for you. Numero 4. All right, we can drop that whole lot there then. And let's get you onto here. Numero 4. Who would have thought there'd be so much time mucking around right at the end of the day? Because, you know, shit happened. Bugger. So you're going to go there, you're going to go over there, and you're going to go back into this siding because we've got a new siding for dumping in power so we don't have to tuck it in behind those cars because that is better. But I'd forgotten about that when I dumped them in over there. Okay, that's fine. Number 5 has left Cochrane on a very, very gentle cruise up the hill. She'll be fine. I suspect the other one will probably pass this one at Hemingway, but we'll see. And number 3 is just about at the log dumping location, and then we can put number 3 back to bed, and we can get it in for its service, which would be very good. And number 5's on the slow. Number 4 should be about ready. Number 1's doing its first station stop already, which is fantastic. All right, let's pop the air through again. Make everybody happy. We got the brakes on? Yes. All right, so that one, let's drop that there first. I think I didn't open the cocks again, but whatever. Whatever. Dexter Krickenberger, hello to you. Welcome along. We are playing Railroader. We are approaching the end of day 17. Oh, don't hit each other. God, that's close. How close? It's about as close as you want to get, really, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty close. Not close enough to hurt anything, though. We're at the end of day 17. We are very slowly recovering from an absolute disaster. Because, you know, number 2's down here, and she's a little bit shagged. Because she ended up kind of stuck to her tender with a tender in the middle of the boiler, which was a bit entertaining. So she's going to be here for 3 days, just getting repaired. It's going to be a little while. It's a good thing nothing else is getting serviced down here. Number 1's doing an extra passenger service to replace the coach that got smashed. Number 3's just finished for the day. Good work, number 3. Good work. Done the second. Actually, I think this is actually the 3rd log delivery, but, you know, that's fine. So let's bring number 3 here. Get her serviced. What do you want first? Coal. Whistle is number 3, God. I like number 3's whistle. Is it? BT1 chime. Okay. So let's get this one serviced. I just need to remember to scroll things so that people can see what's going on. And then we'll pop this one in the shed. We'll oil her up in a minute too. Oh, number 3, you can do this. You can do it. Let's get rid of the map. It's boring. It's in the way. There we go. The mod takes over and moves it for us. Thinks about it. Moves it again. Better just flip those points over while we still can. All right, let's put some coal in. Let's get the water hatch open. Won't take long to coal that up. It's almost full. So it was a day of highs and lows. We bought a new locomotive and then crashed the train. As you do, you know? As you do. All right. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Okay, I can't set a waypoint there. That's fine. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. It's a good thing we set those points, eh? Good-o. Watering happening. Let's pop back and have a look at our mates up here. So we've got you dumped off. So you're delivered, aren't you? I do believe. Let's put on our handy. Get you off there. And I think we might just... We're going to kick this one. So let's just get that sorted. Yeah, I think we'll kick it. Why not? Why not indeed? Let's go into manual. let's just duck in here, as you do, and plonk that. Just leave that do its thing, put you back into waypoint mode, and put you there. That one will eventually get where it's going, all by its little lonesome. It's going nice and slow, so when it runs into the other one, it won't matter. That's got a handbrake on, that's got a handbrake on, that will be fine. And he's setting back to deliver the coal car, which will be perfectly good. Wait for it, here it comes. Done deal. Okay. Look at that, we got a timely bonus. We're still making money. Chris Martin 1000, hello to you. Welcome along to the stream. Let me know if you're watching in the shorts or in the horizontal. I'm curious which one people are watching. It's a new thing to be able to send it out to shorts and the horizontal at the same time from the YouTube. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'm an impatient person. At this time of the day, anyway. Those cocks are closed, so we can do this. Because, you know, if Rails is still watching, he loves it when I do this. Pop. All right, let's jam that onto the end here. So we'll go back into waypoint and clonk that on there. Number 3, your watering is done. Very good. Let's set you up to have your repair destination, East Whittier Repair. And East Whittier Repair for you as well. Let's just oil you up in the meantime. All right, now let's send you into bed. Number 3. Let's just plonk you here. Cook. Yeah, number 3's off to bed. Number 1's still doing her passenger run. Let's see where she's at. She's done Ella, just heading for Bryson's. Not far from Bryson now. And number 4's still mucking around up there. Number 5 hasn't even made it to Hemingway yet. It's not so surprising, really. That's okay. And number 4, let's get you sorted and get you on your way. We actually got any handbrakes on with number 4? We do, and we need the air through somewhere too. Here. All right, and let's release that handbrake. Very good. That should be everybody. And just around here, if I remember correctly, just on the hill, sitting out on the main line, which is exactly where you'd put an oil tanker. Like anything bad could happen. So you just come and get that one. These will all be going back to East Whittier, even though they will not actually fit in the interchange. That's fine. Crawling, crawling, crawling home. She's going to be a slow trip. Three's in bed, 2's in bed, 1's doing her extra passenger run. Her special. She's coming through Governor's Island by the looks of things. So she is. Loving the new signals. I just wish there was a way to control them from the HUD so I don't have to go to the signal box to run them. Most of the time they do what you need on automatic, but I do want to be able to hold trains in places. And the AI will stop for a red signal. but I don't want to have to stand at Bryson to get that done. Actually, how does that even work? So if I teleport to Bryson, so I'm actually on foot. That worked. Yep. How do I actually get in here? So I'm on foot. Can I go up the stairs? Are there any stairs? I can walk through walls. No, there's no stairs. So how do I get up the top? To the signal box. Must be a way to get up there. Something to be figured out one day. One day. Yeah. I'm stuck in here now. There we go. Oh, here comes the train. I just heard one somewhere. Changing the signals to proceed. It's a conflicting move, but that's okay. That's fine. Numero 4. You have... Numero 4, you've done your thing. You've picked up your little oil car. Let's get you out of the way before the other one gets into Bryson and crashes into you, because we've had enough disasters today. We don't need another one. No. Get the handbrake off this end. And number 4, let's... You're allowed in, so that's good. We'll bring you to the yard anyway, so you're not conflicting with the passenger movement. So we'll just bring you to here for the moment. Actually, no, we could take advantage of the signals, because the other one's been signalled in here, hasn't it? I have to learn how to control the signalling. There doesn't appear to be any kind of HUD for it, so be good if there was. Where is that passenger train? It must be close. There he is. So we've got 2 trains sitting in here at the same time. Perfect. And I've got number 1 set to only go to Bryson, but I think we can send him on to Cochrane pretty much straight away. Because, you know... Actually, number 5's almost at Hemingway, but... I don't know, I think we might hold that one at Hemingway somehow. So let's jump up to Hemingway and we'll see which track the Slowpoke gets into. And we'll pop a flare on. So he's on the main. So let's bring number 1. Let's give him a waypoint to here now. And somewhere down here, just before the points, we will pop out a flare. Right there. Good. And that'll stop that train. But, you know, it's going to come in for its passenger run anyway. And that way we'll get number 1 up here, so we may as well hold these guys, because number 1 will be up here very quickly, whereas number 5 is going to take a little while to get home. So number 1 will be chasing its tail at some point. Number 3's done for the day. Number 4's still tooling. In fact, the passenger service is through, so we can get number 4 on its way back to Whittier. We can't do much with her when she gets here, so we're just going to have to take her into the sidings, because I don't think we can squeeze anything else into the interchange, to be honest, so we'll just have to take it into the sidings here and dump and run and pop them into the interchange tomorrow, because I don't think we're getting any more cars into this interchange. I think it is a little bit full. I may have to look for a mod or perhaps edit. I've actually got a mod running here for this yard. I might edit these tracks to be additional interchange tracks. I've worked out how to do things like that. It's kind of cool. Oh, look at that. The signal's defaulted to the main line and then changed for the side. That's good. Fairly good, Nick. Okay. You're just sitting here at your station stop. I've got a lantern. Wow. When did I get a lantern? That'll be handy to find me at night. Off you go, little bloke. Buzz Brothers, hello. Can I pally with you? Well, you can certainly chat. Absolutely welcome to chat. We are playing a Railroader. We had almost reached the end of the day and a small disaster struck. Is there such a thing as a small disaster? I don't know. But we're doing an extra passenger run. And we've got the one sitting up here at Hemingway, who I'll call Limpy. Why is your hatch open? Let's just make sure none of these are getting worse. 71, that's okay. 1%, that has dropped. That has dropped, okay. And that one's still at 0. We've got no one in that one, so we're being careful, being gentle. Being very gentle. Hopefully it makes it. Hopefully it makes it. All right, we should have, yeah, number 1's heading up here now, so that's fine. Number 4 heading home. There's not much else going on. Number 2 sitting out at Alarka. Very, very, very broken. But that's okay. My bad, my keyboard is crap, says Buzz Brothers 1971. That's okay. That's okay. You're going to have to sit here and wait, I'm afraid, because I don't think there is another place that I can pass you to. I'm pretty sure that's it. I always wonder what that siding's for. Doesn't seem to be an industry on it. No, that's it. That's the only place we can pass those ones. So he'll just have to sit there while this one tools up the hill at maximum possible velocity. Maximum allowed speed. You play a Railroader as well. That's good. I'm going to change this one's whistle. I don't like it. We'll go with that other one that I liked off the other one. That should be better. This is, I've got 2 Railroader saves. This is the smaller one called the Itty Bitty Transportation System, or TITS. And the other one is a full-blown save with the entire railway active, which I have to say I haven't loaded for months because I got bored of it. It just got too complex. Strode123 says, need to get back into my Railroader. I usually make my rail mode too big with mods and lose interest. Well, that's exactly what I did with my other save. So I've made a smaller one for Alarka, and unfortunately I've loaded 2 conflicting mods at Alarka and broken the track, so I had a little bit of a derailment. Just slightly problematic. So I've now got a loco out of commission, and I've got a couple of passenger coaches that are very, very sad that I'm crawling back down the line. This one's going to supplement them. I just bought it and it's full, so it's not exactly going to do a great job of supplementing the other one, but it'll do. It'll do the job. It'll get it done. This is the sad one, number 2. Number 3's gone to sleep. Number 4 is well, tooling away with its little tiny freight train. It's only got a little one. But even though it's only got a little one, it's not going to fit in the interchange when it actually gets to East Whittier, because East Whittier is full. It is stuffed. It is overflowing. It is like Mr. Creosote. It has eaten the wafer thin mint and exploded all over the restaurant. Because that's what happens. And if you don't know who Mr. Creosote is, I'm sad for you. Not too long before we can get number 5 on its way again, because one's heading up with its single coach. It will head back to Alarka. We will try not to derail it. But yes, it is very easy to make your railroad too big. It really is. If you're running the full length of this thing, my big save takes me about 18 hours of playtime to run a full 24-hour day. Whereas this one, well, it would have been over by now. We would have finished. But I had a little disaster. I'm just recovering from the little disaster and running an extra service. Normally I wouldn't run this one or the extra passenger service. They'd just sit wherever they are. But these are happening because we have to do a bit of recovery work, or our passenger excitement level will drop too much. That's okay, or not. And thank you very much to my neighbour who just roared past in a ridiculously loud car for such a short street. One's almost up here. Almost up the hill. There is a new system, let's call it a system, coming for Railroader around Maintenance of Way, which will be on a beta branch probably in the new year, I think. It's probably a bit late for this year. In my other construction news, I haven't put a picture yet in my Discord, but I will. I've pretty much finished the module for the railway at Brickvention, which is good. No idea what I'm going to do with it, because we've got people coming over and there's this 3-foot by 3-foot module sitting in the lounge room, but surrounded by boxes of Lego. If I had the pieces, I'd make a second module, because the club actually put me down for 2, and I didn't take note of that until it was a bit late. There are some mods that will actually get you passengers sitting in the coaches, but you can only have 5 passengers, so I haven't bothered. Because it catches fire, falls over and sinks into the swamp. Here we go, coming around the corner into Hemingway, which means we can release number 5 in just a moment. As soon as this one's clear of the points, we can do it. That'll do. Number 5 had been sent to Alarka to live there, but he's having to bring a train home because number 2's stuck there broken. Which probably means number 2 will end up being the shunting loco at Alarka after it's repaired, because about 2 days from now, 2 game days from now, it'll be ready to use, and Alarka will be a hive of activity, because we've only just opened Alarka. These have to go to the interchange as well, but of course they won't fit. These are going to go into the sheds at East Whittier to be repaired. So that's heading down there at its top speed of 10 miles an hour. And we can give this one, number 1, the GO to go the rest of the way to Alarka now. So I might as well set that up. Just got to be a little bit careful down at Alarka that we don't come a cropper. So we'll just stop him here, because just up here is the obvious issue, is that we've got a buffer here, and you can see we've got a little bit of a problem with the tracks, just a little bit. There's tracks in tracks in tracks, so I have some overlapping mods there. I think I figured it out, because when I had a look at Railloader, I've got this one called Alarka Loop, and I've also got There's Alarka passenger storage. But then I come down here and I've got the cater stuff for Alarka. So, yeah, I think I should turn off. I'm going to turn off both of those. But I don't think I can do it from here, can I? No. But I'm going to turn off both of those and restart the game. I'll come and have a look at the track. But in the meantime, here is pour number 2. It's probably up to 1%. It's up to 2%. Look at that. It could probably actually move under its own steam now at 2%, but, you know, why bother pushing your luck? So we've got this guy doing the extra. He is pretty much full. So we've got, where have we got passengers going to? Everywhere. 59 going to Alarka Junction. No one's going to Cochrane or Alarka, which is interesting. So we probably don't need to take that one. Oh no, there are people at the bottom of the hill waiting to come up, so we will take it down to the bottom of the hill and go and service those people. That was the whole point of bringing this one out. Number 4, in the meantime, is racing home, so we'll chuck her in the shed as well. Remarkably empty sitting here at Stenzel. Nothing in Stenzel at the moment, so Stenzel's production will have stopped pending getting new things coming in. It's interesting that this signal has defaulted for the not the main line, whereas this one is red. But that's okay, the automatic signalling switching system will change the signals in a moment. There they go. So it must actually consider the centre one to be the main line, which is interesting. And off stream, I'll work out how to use the signalling. And then we can start using it next time, because I've never actually used it. I bought it. And I had it on the other railway too. I had signalling the whole thing end to end. And I just never bothered actually learning how to use it. So I will for this one, because I want to be able to cross trains and things properly. Alright, that one's almost home. This one is about to make its stop at Alarka. Let's just see how the coal mine's going over here. This is almost directly over here, if I remember correctly. Oop, there we go. Let's just pop in here. Oh, we've got a few, but I'm just going to leave them here, because number one's only little for a start. But the other reason is there's no point taking them, because I can't get them into the interchange at the other end anyway. So we'll just leave them here. How's your water? Perfectly good. All right, you have fun there, number 1. Let's go back and watch number 4, because he's moving. Oh, actually, number 5. Where are you up to? You're on your way back into Bryson. You've got a way to go. We might shove these into the Bryson sheds for repairs, actually. That's probably a good idea. So we've got 120 passengers in each. Where are these ones going? Whittier, Ella, and Bryson. What about you? Whittier, Ella, and Bryson as well. And that last one should be empty, which it is. We'll take them all away since there's so many people. Actually, we could check it, check at Bryson, I suppose. Actually, how's my equipment holding out? 1%, so that's dropped. I don't think I want to take that one past Bryson, so we might just make that one its last stop, I think. Where is it on the map, anyway? Yeah, holding it was a good choice. It's going to be a little while before that gets to Bryson. But I think we will drop those cars off, actually, at Bryson. Just to say that they're sad and lonely. So we'll push them into the shed when we get there and set them up for repairs. In fact, let's do that now. Let's set our repair location as Bryson. Bryson repair track overhaul, in fact. And that one as well. You probably don't need an overhaul, actually. I think. Let's just put them in for repair. Price and repair track. Rather than overhaul, let's just go for repair. Because I think only locomotives have to be overhauled from memory. Anyway, that's fine. I'll just let those go. They'll be fine. It'll take them a little while to get down the hill. Not too far to go, but a little while. So we should pop down here to Bryson. Do I have an extra loco down here? I don't, do I? I think that's a repair track, that one. So I should be able to just push them in there, shouldn't I? And the 2 carriages should fit over there. I think we'll do that. Because we'll just shove them in there manually after we get to here. So what I should probably do is actually stop this train here so I can get rid of those 2. Actually, we'll stop it. Stop it about there. So I can dump off those 2 coal wagons in the process. You've reached your waypoint. That's as far as you're going to get for today, sir. And those aren't an interchange track, unfortunately, and there's no chance of me getting them in anywhere. So let's just come and jam number 4 in behind number 3. Actually, I want to service number 4, really, don't we? Let's come up here to the servicing facility. And we'll start with water as normal. I have got a mod that helps with the servicing tremendously because it pops things into the right spots. Once number 5 actually gets to Bryson, we'll be able to resume full speed, which will be good. Number 1's reached Cochrane, so it's doing its stop there, and that's going to pop down the bottom of the hill. So that's going okay as well. As usual, the AI is going a weird and wonderful way. It's quite excruciating watching the progress of number 5, isn't it? Excruciating. Can't believe the fireman's injector controls are always in there, or so far in there. Driver's controls on that side I can understand. It means that the fireman actually has to walk in to put the There's the mod taking over to reposition it properly. It's a handy mod. It didn't do quite so well that time, did it? It's fine, though. Good enough. Fill that up with juices. And then we'll fill up the rest of it with lumpy bits. Meanwhile, number 5 should be crossing the bridge. Or just has. I think maybe just has. Or is it round the corner? No, it's down there. So we are being very gentle with our passenger coaches that we broke. Surprised we've got them this far without them derailing slightly. Number 1's on its way down to Alarka to pick up the load of passengers that we left down there. Probably very excited. They're probably all asking to speak to the manager by now. Hi, my name's Karen. I suppose we could even leave this guy here for the night. And start him off from Alarka tomorrow, first thing. Could do that. Then we could have the 2 passenger trains cross each other. You know, you could have 1 coach going in either direction, though. Because that's all we can afford right now, because we broke the other ones. And they'll probably be out of action for a couple of days, I imagine. Couple of days. How's that going? Is it into Bryson yet? Oh, nearly. Look at that. Nearly there. Let's pop back to number 4 and finish with the servicing. Let's get this one cold up. Because the water is done now. Oh, that'll do. And then we'll send him back in there to sit on the back of number 3. And we bring that coach that's at 70%. We'll chuck that in for a repair overnight as well. See what happens with it. East Whittier. Set those in for overnight repair too. The little shed here seems to be able to cope with whatever you throw at it. All right, you're done. So let's pop you back into Waypoint, and we don't want to couple you to number 3, so we'll just send you in there. See you later, number 4. Have a good sleep, mate. Number 5 still not quite made it into Bryson. Nearly. Number 1 rolling into Alarka. I think we will just keep this here tonight. We'll just leave it here and pop him in the shed. Actually, yeah. Oh, we can. We can push both the coach and the loco into the shed, I guess, because I can't run around because we busted the track, but that's all right. So he's safely gotten to Alarka. Actually, what I'll do is I'll send that back to Whittier, but you probably won't want to sit here and watch it, so I'll just do that and I'll go off and do something else. This one's almost at Bryson, so we'll hang around on the stream for this to get him into Bryson and get them pushed into the repair track. I'm pretty sure that track next to the roundhouse is actually a repair track, so we can just shove them straight over the turntable and push them in there, which will be good. Still being super gentle with the carriages. All right, number one has found his spot. So I will actually send this back tonight, I have decided, but I won't stream it. I'll just leave it run. So we'll just set it going, set it loading up everywhere except Alarka. I don't know how many people there are waiting here. Only 27, so that's all right. They won't fill the coach up. We'll set him off on his way. He's got plenty of water and coal to make the run, so that's fine. All these industries are set up to start running tomorrow, so there'll be a heap of deliveries at the interchange tomorrow, which means I need to get the track down here sorted out tonight before I let this finish up, because at the moment I can't even get to the mines with my conflicting trackage. So that's okay, but I want to get everybody except what's in the shed, because the shed doesn't move when I mess with the tracks, whereas other things might. So we'll see. We'll see indeed. Cameron 6824 says, I'm just watching in the background. The signals go by the way the points are facing, hence when you thought the side track was the main. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Can stop by the trains as it changes the points, as it changes the signals. Cool. Actually, that's handy because that means I don't have to go to Bryson to actually do it on the board. I can leave it running in automatic and just change the points. And since the... actually, will it stop it? I'm not sure. I'll have to experiment with that. But anyway, let's set this guy up to, actually, let's set him up just to go to Bryson, because we can join the other trains together there and run them as one. That'll be good, I think. So let's get him down here. Actually, I'll put him in the second road, because the first one might still have carriages in the way by the time it gets here otherwise. So let's bring him here. This is number one. Because we will still have some carriages sitting in this road when it comes in, I think. Actually, it depends which way it does it. If it comes in that track, yes, get messy. That's fine. We'll cope with whatever it does. Oh, number 5 has arrived in Bryson at least, and it's coming in the right-hand track, so that's good. Because what I want to do... Oh, I can push him in over there too. And in fact, I don't even need to put them across the turntable. Look at that. That track there on the curve is also a repair track. Well, that comes off the turntable anyway, doesn't it? That one. I suppose I could potentially just push them into there. But I'll put them over there. It's easy enough. Has this one gotten down to 0 yet? No, still 1%. This one's still shagged. So we crawl in super slowly. There's number 1's romping up the hill. We'll ignore that it's propelling the train, because the the trackage, because there's something wrong with it down there, I'm just not game to run around, so we'll just propel. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll pretend that's okay. Everything else is in bed now, so come back to this guy that's almost here. In fact, since we're here, we can get rid of this fusee, because he will... I'll take him under control. We'll have to bring those into the station to empty them, but that's fine. Come on. Come on. Come on. Caleb Keppel refunded it because the tutorial was difficult to follow. Really? Now, if I told that one it's not going anywhere else, let's get rid of everybody. Let's kick them all out. We're going to have a horrible reputation after this, but that other coach will come and pick all these people up, so it'll be fine. Because we're going to dump these two and push them over there. Oops, I should actually stop, shouldn't I? Whoop, wrong brake. Right, let's just set these points. I think I've already set all the others. Yeah, so as soon as we finish at the station stop, we will push that lot over there into the repair track and leave it there for a little while. As you do. They empty yet? Getting there. Getting there. It's not really a hard game to play, Caleb. You just need to know a little bit about railways. If you don't know much about railways, and it doesn't mean you have to work on a railway, but if you don't know much about them, you'll be a bit screwed. To be honest, let's just keep an eye on things, because I don't think we're in any danger of the other passenger train getting anywhere near us. It's only just getting into Cochrane, but that sounds like we've done the tickets for Bryson. We have. They're still not empty, though. Hurry up and get out, people. I don't want to push you into the siding. Let's encourage them.
Like they can put her away from cooking.
Oops. Stuff that up. Remember to slow down before the turntable, because if I push them across there at 13 mile an hour, they'll probably derail again. Especially since they're sad, so we'll crawl them over. Hopefully they'll both fit in that track. I hadn't thought of that. I think they'll both fit. Be fine. All right, let's put that one back in waypoint mode and jam it on here. Dunk. Now, what's our repair estimate on these? 2 days, 2 hours. What about this one? 2 days, 2 hours. Lovely. All right. Well, they're in there being repaired anyway, so they're both in. So all good. What's left of our passenger stock can continue making runs. Where's... That one's only just up at Alarka Junction, so we'll send them back separate. I had this idea that we could put them together, but I don't think there's any need to. How many are there waiting here? Come on, tell me. 161. Whoa. Well, we're not servicing them, are we? No. I must look into making a timetable for passenger trains as well. Last time I tried that, it didn't work very well, but I think they've actually fixed the issues that I experienced with timetabling, so we could. The reason I left those here to repair is twofold. There's a chance they wouldn't actually make it to Whittier. And the other challenge is that Whittier would be full, very full. Right. Let's send these home. That was silly. In fact, let's go past Whittier Station, really. Yeah, the river hasn't drawn yet. She must be running shy of resources, I think. It's interesting that the river's dry, isn't it? Drought time. I don't know if it'll stop here again. We'll see. Because it stopped here once. See how smart it is. No, it's going straight through. That's supposed to go to the interchange as well, but it doesn't really matter because there's no room. Could even leave those coal cars here, I suppose. But we won't. But anyway, I think I'll probably cut the stream off at this point, and I'll just leave these trains running. In fact, let me give number 1 a new path, because we'll take it back to Whittier as well, to the dry river, as you do, because we'll reunite the passenger coaches here, I think. Yeah, somewhere. We'll reunite the passenger coaches somewhere. But anyway, let's send number 1 here as well, and that'll work fine. And I think that'll be it for the stream today. I will be back on a Wednesday, coming up as usual. I may stream another. There's a new Train Sim Classic route called Buchan something or other. Let me have a quick look. Which I have. Train Simulator Classic. This is a new route that's just come out. Buchan Line, Aberdeen to Peterhead. It looks like a fairly quiet one. So we may just give that a bit of a crack on Wednesday night, perhaps. So what will the date be? No, it's early. So we might run that one Wednesday. I might give it a go before then, just so I get to have a bit of a look at it. I will try and sort out this tracking issue I have down at Alarka, because I'm going to need to do that to service the mines. Otherwise, we'll be screwed. So that's it for today. So thank you very much for joining in. Thank you for watching and all of the comments in the chat. Highly appreciated. And we shall see you Wednesday night for Buchan in Aberdeen in Train Simulator Classic. Alrighty, have fun folks, enjoy yourselves, and we shall see you later. Bye.